Ashley Scott is my helper. She's a new recruit at the Alberta Council on Aging, so we strongly believe in the relationship between the young and the older ones. We help each other, I think, a lot. It's a program that's been developed to actually teach about those relationships, the grandchildren and grandparents. How's everybody doing? I noticed that some of you aren't wearing your glasses anymore, and I wonder why. Put mine on to see who you are. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to keep your glasses on. This makes it even more fun. We're going to listen to a tape recorder, and I'm going to get you to, this is called the unfair hearing test. To give you an idea, this is more than not, we have diminished hearing as we age. Have you noticed that? So there are, when we go more in depth, there's extreme examples of hearing loss that people can tend to withdraw and even go into a type of depression because they aren't able to continue to interact the way they did. Let's have a couple minutes of the hearing test. This is what you heard. Fill, catch, thumb, heap, wise, wedge, fish, shows, bed, and juice. And I'm going to tell you, did you get some? No. You did? Beautiful. Okay, folks, we know who's very tuned in, because this is what I saw when I looked out at you as a group. See my face? Okay, you're a patient group of people, and you should be studied seriously. Because when I get to this frequency and hear it, I just don't even want to bother. I just feel so like, so I also know that I'm a person that's at risk. If I'm not able to catch what's happening in the environment, I will shut down like that. Whereas you, sir, are more patient, but you're also, your hearing is that much better, and you're able to pick this out. For most of us at this frequency we can't, but we need to realize this is a reality for people in our families, people that we serve in our businesses, people who are on the phone. And if you think, if they're taking time, if it looks like they're processing or they're taking too long to answer, they're thinking about what it is they heard and they're trying to make sense of it. This is so serious that sometimes people who have unchecked hearing loss will be diagnosed with dementia. Because essentially, what did any of us hear? If we had to give an answer back, we would have said something, right? But it would have been, well, we already found out. Only one in the room picked out a few of those words. So that's very important. Another thing that we would do is we would look at cognition, because that's very significant. The statistics on Alzheimer's disease in Canada, this is just Alzheimer's disease, and there's many different kinds of dementias, but it's 1 in 3 over 85 years of age. And being over 85 years of age is not the exception anymore, right? We back this up and we look at Alberta, who has the highest incidence of what's called early onset, early stage. That's under 65. We have the highest incidence in Canada. So sometimes this will be another thing that's going on with our customers, our family members, whatnot. So let's do a little bit of empathy around cognition. Very soon, when does the penny become obsolete?
The end of this month, isn't it?
Next week? So then we're going to rename this particular test. It's going to be called the unfair cognitive test. But right now, without getting a penny out, without looking at your neighbor, please draw the front and the back side of a penny. Okay, how'd you do? I'm going to have Ashley just hand out a couple of patterns so you can check yourself. Here's another one. Can you find a partner at the table? If there's 3 of you, you can play with 3. Take the number 100 and count back in 7s. Take turns. Go. Take the number 100. Count back in 7s.